let this podcast be a mini course for people who are interested. Let's let's make it something like which they can see and they can go to a big course and have a full view of it. So let's start with your niche,
Sure.
the leadership, strategy, and all that.
Yeah,
Let's
look,
begin.
I think it is a niche because, my background and my expertise is really in three areas. In organizational culture and change and transformation, in communications, this communication, interpersonal, but workplace, and also strategy and strategic planning. And they're all actually connected because you need to have all those to have a really healthy workplace. My whole focus is about building better workplaces. And that depends on strong leadership to navigate and form and shape cultures. It depends on having a good strategy that actually you can get people to embed and follow and implement. And it's really dependent on communication. And so that's, I think, my niche, if you will. The other part is I have, a very unique background in that I've been able to work in multinational publicly traded companies like Johnson & Johnson. I've worked at several privately held, family-owned organizations, which are a very different dynamic than a publicly traded company. I've worked extensively with public sector organizations, plus government, and I've worked in not-for-profit. And so I've been really privileged to have a unique breadth of work experiences and seeing many, many different leaders, hundreds of leaders, and many different cultures. And so I think it sets me up to offer some unique insights into how to build a better workplace.
What is the importance of workplace culture, you think?
That's a great question. It's a really important question. What is the importance? Let's step back.
Okay.
What is workplace culture? How do
Okay.
you define workplace culture? And if you type in workplace culture into Google, you'll get millions of hits, millions of definitions. And I boil it down very simply because I'm a simpleton at heart. And that is, it's the way that stuff gets done around here. It's
What-
the DNA of an organization. And it's how people work together formally and informally. It's how stuff gets done. That's our culture. How we behave, what we believe in, what kind of values we subscribe to, which all influence our behavior. So that's how I define workplace culture. Why is it important is the big question you're asking. It's important because you want to have a workplace culture that attracts people to your organization, that want to come work for you, but more importantly, that want to stay with you. Right? Retention is really important, particularly these days. And if you're an entrepreneur, getting back to your opening comments, you really want to have people stick with you and bringing in their own expertise, their own experiences as you grow and learn as an entrepreneur. And so while I have no formal employees right now, I've got lots of partners. I've got lots of people that I work with, do work for, that I can learn from, that I can bounce ideas off of. So workplace culture is really important. Attracting talent, retaining talent, but also to create an experience for people that they feel good about coming to work, where it's not a job. They wake up excited. I'm going to go to work because I have healthy relationships, because my direct manager has my back, that they care about me as a person, not just about my work, but about me, what's happening in my life. That's why it's important.
You talked about retention of employees. I'd say businessmen usually talk about retention of clients,
Yeah.
not employees. What's more important, employees retention or clients retention?
I say that if you have employees who are happy and engaged, that is, that they strive to do their best work every day, that they have a very good experience, that will translate in to retention of clients. I absolutely believe that. And in fact, in my time at Johnson & Johnson, one of the things that stood out to me was their credo. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. but developed, I think 80 years ago now, for a company that's 135 years ago roughly. It's a long time ago, eight decades ago. And it was developed, and it's just 4 paragraphs, to provide guidance around how the company should operate and how they should make decisions, in short. And to your point, what do you think the first thing they talk about in the Credo is? Is it shareholders? Is it the banks? Is it customers? Or is it employees?
Employees?
It's employees. Exactly. And they say if we take care of employees, they will take care of the company, and the company includes our shareholders and our customers. And I fully agree with them 100%. I really believe, and I've seen it firsthand with organizations, that highly engaged workforces, and we know this, by the way, that's not just me. You can go on, there's decades of research that show workforces or workplace cultures where employees are highly engaged, that is, they come to work feeling good and doing their best work, outperform other businesses. It's a fact. It's not up for discussion. There's decades of research that show that. So then the question really becomes, how could workplace culture not be important? If you want to drive better performance, however you measure that in your organization, maybe it's financial, maybe it's number of subscribers, maybe whatever you offer, if you want to drive better outcomes, you've got to have a good workplace culture. There's just no way around it.